Greatness is earned, not given. Muhammad Ali, the self-proclaimed greatest, went out and fought the toughest fights imaginable. Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, all greats in boxing that fell to the speed, knowledge, and power of the boisterous Ali. But it wasn't any of those legends that was the quintessential Ali performance. It wasn't Jerry Quarry, Henry Cooper, or even Ken Norton. The best fight Muhammad Ali ever had was in 1966 when he battered Cleveland Williams and secured a third-round TKO. It was Ali's perfect performance. Cleveland Williams was a heavy-handed slugger who lived and died by his own sword.
About 60 or more boxing matches.
Right.
And you only meet 3 genuine punchers throughout your career. Jerry Cooney, Ronnie Lyles, and a kid I worked with by the name of Cleveland Williams.
With a great left hook, Williams had a slew of great knockouts and broke Sonny Liston's jaw before being finished by Liston. Needless to say, the man had bricks for hands. Williams was tough in and out of the ring. 2 years before his fight with Ali, Williams was shot by a police officer in Houston, Texas. Unrightfully shot, the officer that did the shooting said he was speeding and resisting arrest. Sound familiar? This was 15 years into his boxing career, and it sidelined Cleveland for a year and a half. During that time, Williams went through 4 surgeries to deal with the injuries to his colon and right kidney. His right kidney was ultimately removed. In addition to that, Williams had 10 feet of his small intestine removed, nerve damage that caused muscular atrophy, and a bullet lodged into his left hip. During the whole ordeal, he lost 50 to 60 pounds. After his recovery, Williams was fined $50 and spent some time in jail. He returned in February and won his return bout with a first-round knockout. 3 fights later, Williams found himself within reach of the title once again that evaded him against Sonny Liston. Unfortunately for him, the man with the title was Muhammad Ali. The great Muhammad Ali knew how dangerous his opponent was. Here is what he had to say about his opponent leading into the fight.
Well, he's not too fast on his feet, but he's got fast hands. And a lot of the mistakes and things that I do and get away with the fellas that I have fought in the past, I couldn't do with him, because if he should hit me, he could hurt me because he's fast with his hands, and he's got a hard punch. He broke Sonny Liston's jaw once. He's destroyed just about 45 opponents out of 50.
But Ali would get in the ring and put on the absolute best performance of his life by far. The win over Cleveland Williams introduced us to the Ali Shuffle as we've come to know it, and made one of the most iconic sporting photos of all time. Knowing that his opponent was a heavy hitter, Muhammad Ali kept a game plan that kept him mobile. At the ringing of the first bell, Ali would dip to his left, to his right, shuffle his feet, and make Cleveland Williams move and think, but keep him paralyzed as not to throw many punches. It all played into Ali's plan to slowly turn up the heat on Williams, all while tiring out his opponent and staying out of trouble. It wasn't long into the fight that we actually get to see the Ali Shuffle. As Williams stalked Ali, Muhammad Ali shifted his feet and threw to the body and came up top. Muhammad Ali was cooking up a masterpiece like he's never done before, and this was only the beginning. To keep Ali's offense neutralized, Williams adopted a high guard and decided to march forward. Unfortunately for him, Ali thrives on the back foot, and here he starts to unload with straight shots. But what he does that works so well is the Dutch hand trap. With his lead hand, he pulls down that right hand of Cleveland Williams, opening up a lane for the cross. With the high guard broken, Ali lands that massive cross that snaps Williams' head clean back. Immediately after, Ali brings out the Ali Shuffle again. He's starting to crank up the heat on Williams a bit here. Muhammad Ali plans on overwhelming Cleveland Williams and starts to overload his circuits here. Notice how Ali is playing the matador, leading Williams around the ring. He sticks and jabs and doesn't stay in the same place for long. In this frame, we can see the defense of Cleveland Williams starting to crack and crack early. Ali, backing up, throws a hand down low and Williams reaches down to parry it. Ali doesn't actually throw to the body. He fires to the head after he tricked Williams into voluntarily opening his high guard. Ali had set this up with volume and by going to the body religiously with the straight jab up until this point. The first knockdown comes early in the fight, only in the first round. What's incredible about it, however, is the precision from Muhammad Ali. He's going backwards, but as he's going backwards, he touches Williams with the jab and lands the cross right on the button to put his opponent on the mat. What makes this knockdown so incredible is the fact that Ali isn't even planted. He's leaning forward and is off balance. The precision needed to land square on the chin while moving backwards is at the highest necessity, and Ali does just that. This knockdown is a perfect example of technique not being an exact science, and sometimes a little flair can do you some good. Cleveland Williams would get up and isn't completely beating just yet. Take a look at his face and keep his expression in mind here for later in the breakdown. As Cleveland Williams gets up, Ali is in seek and destroy mode. Williams is dipping to his right and Ali in response is throwing the cross across his body. Williams is doing a good job of tucking his head behind his shoulder for protection. Williams sees that the right cross is being thrown and starts to come forward. As he does, Ali walks him straight onto a left hook and a right cross that puts him on the floor again. It was Ali's change in punching pattern that set up the left hook and straight that would knock Williams down again. This next clip is a thing of beauty and possibly my favorite moment from the entire fight. Ali is done moving around the ring. He's cracked Williams and he's in killing mode. Standing toe to toe in the center of the ring, Muhammad Ali is going to show Cleveland Williams that he truly doesn't belong in the ring with him. A left hook sneaks behind the high guard of Williams and snaps his head. Ali follows up with a jab cross combination that snaps Williams' head and puts him down yet again. Ali raises his hands over his opponent, another sign of dominance from the heavyweight king. Luckily for Williams, he is saved by the bell. Different rules were in place and the count couldn't continue as it does today, but it wouldn't matter. Cleveland Williams is a broken man. But take a look at Ali's fighting style earlier and compare it to now, side by side. Ali was on the back foot. He let Williams come to him. He wasn't necessarily letting Williams punch himself out. But once Ali cracked open Cleveland Williams, it was a masterpiece of aggression and control never before seen in the heavyweight division. Remember this face of Cleveland Williams we talked about earlier? He looked shocked a bit, but he didn't have that glassy-eyed look that showed he was broken. This is just before the finish. Look at his face now. This man is broken and defeated. It is only a formality now for Muhammad Ali. A few more punches from Ali with Williams not defending himself again, and the referee has seen enough. Ali has just fought the greatest fight ever fought. Along with his larger-than-life personality, it was performances like these that helped Muhammad Ali not only fight the causes he fought for, but also ascend beyond just boxing. A pop figure icon, Muhammad Ali stands for something bigger than just sport. But those platforms he used his entire life to make the world a better place were built with those magnificent hands of his. Fight by fight, one punch at a time.